Hello gamers, my name is Aiden. Normally I try to put effort into my videos, right? You know, really go all out with the scripts, try to make something the best of my ability. I did try doing that for this idea, but I figured that wouldn't really be the best option for me, because I figure that explaining the anime that I've shown my friends without input from my friends is just kind of goofy. It makes it feel more like me recapping shit as opposed to me actually saying something that's more productive or something that can be more interesting. So even though this is a different format than usual, I will be putting effort into the editing, so that way viewers who aren't watching this as background noise can have something to enjoy. Otherwise, if you want to have this on as background noise, perfectly fine with that. I don't really like it when people normally watch my videos as background noise, even though I'm sure many of you fuckers do. It's fine to watch my videos as background noise. I like views. So I figure I may as well introduce my friends at this point. To just say shit, guys.
No. We're gonna be silent the whole video.
I'm sure you are.
I did not commit the war crimes I've been accused of.
I'm sure you didn't, Josh. So the war crime guy is Josh, and then the not talking guy is Andrew. I've been friends with these guys. I've been friends with Andrew since elementary school, friends with Josh since middle school. We've known each other forever. We're adults now, and we'll probably still be... I don't feel like an adult to say that much.
That's debatable.
Neither of us have the sense of humor of adults, I'll say that much.
Physically adults.
So one thing that we've tried to do as friends is introduce each other to our hobbies more, because we decided that later into high school, yeah, we gotta stick by each other, right? Because none of us are gonna make friends otherwise. Andrew showed us a lot of superhero stuff. Josh has shown us comedies and war stuff. Meanwhile, I'm the fucking weeb of the group, so I've been showing the nerdiest shit of. I figured this could be an interesting thing to look into as well, because I know a lot of weebs out there. They're sad that they can't really get their friends into anime. This is the pro guide, guys. This is the ultimate guide. Obviously, though, you got to think about your friends in particular and what their interests are as well when choosing something to recommend. So what I've shown my friends may not be what you'll show your friends, and obviously my tastes are different as well. For as popular as something I don't know, One Piece is, I haven't even seen it because it's not really my thing. So it's different. It's a different story for all sorts of different people. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Anyway, this intro's gone on for a fucking long time. Jesus Christ. If I had made this, if I had scripted this video, the intro would have been a minute long. But I like to ramble.
I think it's okay. I don't think you have a Zoomer audience that have zero attention span.
I don't have a Zoomer audience, because if I had a Zoomer audience, then I actually would have an audience.
Oh. Well.
The first anime I showed my friends is the anime that I think everyone should show everyone as their first anime, and it's Death Note. Death Note is an amazing series. It's fucking great. It's one of the best cat and mouse mystery thrillers out there. Even if it wasn't anime, it fit in right in as a HBO drama. Which I know my grandma are very into. Been trying to get her to watch The Penguin. No, unironically, she would have liked that shit. Death Note is a fantastic series. It does fall off in the second half, not by a ton. It's still decently entertaining, and the ending's funny. No, I thought you were gonna do this, so I did this. No, I thought you were gonna do this, so I did this. It's the most anime shit ever. The one thing that I think really works for Death Note as an anime too, though, is one of my favorite scenes of all time is I take a potato chip and eat it.
Yeah, that was the best part of the show. Everything after that, it just kind of dropped off.
The show was still really good after that, though. I mean, okay, to be fair, it's the best scene of the series. It did peak with the potato chip, but I remember there's a 15-minute video by creator Mother's Basement, who goated name, by the way, who he made a 15-minute video about why the potato chip eating scene is actually an amazing scene unironically. And it's a good video because he's right. Because when it comes to building the tension, right, it's a fantastic scene. Because Because this is the point where so much surveillance is being put on Light. He's in a position where he could really get caught for being a fucking murderer. But he he takes the potato chips and he eats it. He eats himself right out of getting caught. It's such a ridiculously clever and fucking batshit insane plan that like I can't help but just absolutely love it. It's so entertaining. And that's what I think works so well for Death Note, why it has so much mass appeal. Because not only does it delve into like themes of like justice and whatnot that fucking nerds like me can delve into, but beyond that, it's just entertaining. It's just really entertaining. So even if you don't want to be a fucking nerd, you can have fun with it. And like it does have some problems. Like one thing that annoys me is how like Misa's kind of more like a plot device than a character. She's just kind of annoying, if anything. And then like the series, I mean, because the L is the best character in my opinion, and the series falls off after his death in my opinion.
Oh, good. Oh, so we can talk about spoilers?
Yeah, we can talk about spoilers.
Okay,
Death Note came out in like 2006. Everyone's fucking seen it.
No, it's that old.
Yeah, it's that old.
I feel like you told me this. I probably just forgot.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years since we've seen it.
It's been over 2 years since we've seen it.
Yeah, it has been.
When did we see it? Like freshman year high school?
Yeah, probably.
It's been 2 years.
No,
since high school.
it's like junior
No,
year.
it hasn't.
It was like
It has been. It's 25. We got out in 23.
yeah, we got out on 23. Sorry, you fucking retard.
The animated one was mid. The live action one was amazing.
Unironically, I did kind of like the live action one. I did think Willem Dafoe was really funny, and that was about it.
So like the thing with the live action version, right, is that you guys think it's hilarious because I fucking hate that shit. It's god awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I hate every aspect of the movie. So much of it just makes me so fucking furious, right? Like, his name in Death Note is Light Yagami, right?
Yeah.
They made him fucking Light Turner in the fucking live action.
Oh, I forgot
movie.
that.
Why the fuck did they do that? I wanna fucking die. Like, that change alone just represents kind of the blatant disrespect that the movie has toward the original anime. If it was its own thing and it was actually good, then I wouldn't mind that. I don't really like how, if it was its own thing though, then they shouldn't use Light's name, they should just make it a different protagonist. Like, I think that would be cool.
But coming up with names is hard.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. So much about the movie is trying to recapture the original series, right? But it's also just changes shit. Like Light Turner, he's not like the psychotic genius that Light Yagami was. And don't get me wrong, I think having like a more sane person with a Death Note is an interesting idea. It could work. They changed Misa into Mia. She's kind of the one enabling all the shit. But like at the same time too, it just doesn't feel like compelling because Mia is just kind of this one-note, just boring psycho character, while Light is just some pushover bitch.
What do you mean it worked perfectly?
Oh my god. Yeah. He's the type of guy who would sit in the fucking cuck chair.
I see you were late.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah.
No thanks.
Damn it, I thought I had you this time! If we had a webcam, then you would have seen me fucking go like halfway across the room. I hate that movie so fucking much. I hate that movie. The one thing that has going through it though is that some scenes are funny.
Yeah.
Like the scene where Willem Dafoe appears and the Light's fucking goat screaming fucking in terror is hilarious. It's so fucking funny.
That's the only part of the movie I remember.
And then another scene too where like Light and Mia are falling out of like this Ferris wheel. Some cheesy song plays. I just fucking was dying of laughter when that happened. So the movie's funny. The movie's funny, right? Sometimes. When it's not funny, it's either frustrating or boring.
I do remember that you tried to walk out and just leave us to watch the movie alone.
I
And
think
like drag you back in.
I'm pretty sure I just need to go to the bathroom.
That might have been it, but no bathroom breaks for you.
Because usually I pause during a bathroom break. I did not bother to pause during this because it's fucking bad.
Oh yeah, did you ever tell them what we were calling the show when we were watching
Oh
it?
yeah, right. We called it Det Ho because of how the logo removed some of the letters.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the logo inverted some of the letters. It's a cool looking logo, but it's also easy to make fun of.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Erased was the next thing I showed you guys. Now, most people tend to like Erased quite a bit, but no one really has it as one of their favorites, right? I'm that one weirdo who has it as one of his favorites. I fucking love Erased. It's a relatively predictable mystery series, but it's a very compelling mystery series with a lot of really compelling, likable characters, plot structure that just generally really works. Every episode has such a fantastic cliffhanger. The first time that I saw the series, I got through the first half of it. It was like 12 a.m. and I was like, "Fuck! I gotta go to school tomorrow." So I had to put it down. And then as soon as I got home from school, I binged the rest of the series. I fucking loved it. And I've since seen it like 4 more times, I think. Granted, it's also the reason why no one really puts it in as high of regard as I do is because the ending is one of the most infamous anime endings of all time. Because the manga went long enough to where the anime couldn't adapt all of it, so they had to come up with a anime original ending. I don't think the ending's that bad. Most people say it's horrible. I'll be honest, a little underwhelming, but I feel like it's more of like a trust the process, enjoy the journey kind of series, as opposed to where the conclusion really makes it into what it is. If you hate the ending too, you can just read the manga. The manga's ending is better. I don't think the manga's nearly as good, but it's still a good manga. Now I'm understanding why I have be autistic, be more autistic, keep being autistic in my notes.
Yeah.
I like rambling.
Yeah, I remember this was one of the only shows we have watched where I've actually predicted a plot twist.
Yeah, and you're bad at that shit. Like, you guys are like, "Oh yeah, is the teacher the killer?" I was like, "Oh," and they're like, you guys are like, "Yeah, he's the killer." I'm like, "God damn it, why did I spoil it?" And then I realized you guys would have known anyway.
I think we also were. Isn't it that you have a poster of it right there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of the right show then.
Yeah.
Okay. We also were saying a whole bunch of like pedophile jokes with the main character too, so we were making predictions about that.
Oh,
so
man.
Not all of them were right.
Yeah. Not all of them were right.
Just the main one.
Yeah, and since the main character ends up in like the body of a child, he gets like fight with like the mindset with like his adult mind and what his physical body want, which is somewhat compelling. They don't really dive into that though, because like it would be really weird if they dove into that. Because what I like so much about the series is just how effective like that first episode is. Because like I feel like most people who watch the series enjoy the arc where he saves Kaio the most, because she's kind of like the most important character, one of the most important supporting characters. She's in the poster, for God's sake. The thing that the show starts with is his mom dying, and so everything that he does comes back to saving his mom. And since the mom is introduced as a likable character in the first episode, it continues to get fleshed out later on because it is a time travel series. It makes it so that that you like really do root for the main character as he realizes all the stuff that he took for granted in his adult life that he enjoyed in his child life. In my opinion, the final scene where he does manage to make a popular manga to be one that I find to be a really satisfying conclusion for the series. Then, of course, all the stuff with him saving Kaio from like her abuse and whatnot is really compelling as well. It is like, I don't think most people are gonna appreciate the series nearly as much as I do, which I think is fine. But for me, it does a lot of things that I think make it just one of the best that I've seen. Oh yeah, right. Speaking of the twist, though, so fun fact about me. This is gonna be embarrassing to talk about. Yeah, so I'm so fucking retarded, right? I can say that, by the way. I've autism.
Wait, were you not able to tell that it was coming?
Yep. I did not see the twist coming. So like the thing is that like despite how obvious the evidence is, right? Twist villain guy. He's genuinely quite a likable character, right? Because the main character doesn't have a father figure, and he basically acted as a father figure for him. So the moment where you realize, wait, this guy is fucking murdering children, it's so what makes the twist work, in my opinion, is the fact that even though it's predictable, you as the viewer don't want to see him be the killer because he was established as a likable character beforehand, which is why I personally think the twist actually works a lot better than most people say it does.
Yeah.
I think you're just retarded.
When I first said it, I said it as a joke because it's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. He has to be the killer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there are hints, but I'm like, he's probably not.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they'd make such a nice person evil.
Mm-hmm. Like, he seemed like a red herring at first, and then the evidence just keeps on piling up.
I was almost more surprised that I was right in my prediction.
Yeah, because you're not normally right about this shit. You're usually as stupid as I am.
I was like, there's no way it can be right. I've stated it that it could be possible. So that makes it impossible.
Yeah.
But it happened.
But I was happy to show you guys Erased quite a bit, because, and you guys seem to enjoy it quite a bit too, I imagine.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Like, it's an anime that most people will generally enjoy. The next one is a silent voice. Because even though I didn't really know if you guys were into, like, tearjerker dramas as much as I am, I fucking love, like, tearjerker dramas, like Clanad, Anohana, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, yes, that's an actual title, and yes, it is P, and A Silent Voice is my favorite among all of them. It's a movie that genuinely has changed my life. The poster I have is up there, by the way. I have posters of quite a lot of these in my house, by the way.
It's like he's doing the salute the sun.
Oh yeah, we called it the titty grab, right?
Yeah.
He's doing that funny 45-degree.
Is there a single...
Not that salute.
Is there any anime here on this list that doesn't have a titty grab?
Death Note I don't think has one.
They have to.
The only two, I think, are Death Note and Link Click. All the other ones have some form of titty grab in them.
Maybe they just grab, like, a real one in the show or something.
Yeah, that's Chainsaw Man.
Oh, yeah, no, right. Okay, the show.
But Silent Voice is my favorite anime. Like, shit fucking has changed my life on numerous occasions. It makes me cry literally every time I watch it. This is embarrassing to say, but I'd say it's unironically saved my life in certain periods where shit's gotten rough for me as well. It's just one of my favorite things to look back on. It's a really good story about redemption. How a main character who did some really fucked up shit in his elementary school days makes up for it as he grows older and tries to make things right. And yet it does so in a way that's very believable. Nothing that happens in the movie, like you don't have to suspend your disbelief for anything. You can believe everything that happens. Not only is Shoya, the main character, a very good character, but there's also other really good characters, like Shoko, who, I read one review on my anime list. It's like, oh yeah, Shoko's just some, like, Mary Sue damsel in distress, which I think is a bullshit criticism. She's because she's a character who's, like, very forgiving, tries to be nice, very apologetic, and yet it's also because she values herself so little, which is a theme that I think is very interesting, and it contrasts very well with other characters like Naoka, who's just kind of a bitch. But her character development's really good though. Silent Voice is like one of those shows too, where like every character exists to serve like the main core theme in some way or another. And of course, since the movie is adapted from a 7-volume manga, not all those characters can really shine. Like, Satoshi is goated in the manga. I love how he is in the manga. But we called him a Skyrim NPC in the movie, because he does fucking nothing in the movie. Yeah, one thing that I know you guys mentioned a lot when we saw it too is just how good, like, the animation is. It is a gorgeous movie. Kyoto Animation is by far the best anime studio. Just make the most beautiful stuff. They don't like make any like high octane action stuff either. It's usually like grounded slice of life stuff, and yet their works still manage to capture humanity in a way that other animation studios I don't think can really accomplish as much. And like, oh my god, I love this movie, guys. Yeah, when we were in senior year, our English teacher, he pulled up what was it? He pulled up the movie, right? I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cry in class while watching this movie. I'm not gonna do it.
Yes, you are.
And then I fucking cried at the scene where like his mom burns the money. It's such a visceral scene, right? After it's something that I've been able to relate to as well, like the devastation that like parents can feel after hearing how hard life can get for you. I guess is how I'd put it. It's a very heavy movie that tackles a lot of really heavy subjects. So it's not something you can really watch like all the time. You had to kind of be in like the mood for it, right?
Not quite as heavy as your mom.
Holy shit. Oh, if you're watching this, Mom, I'm sorry. You're beautiful. And next up, though, is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's the longest thing I've shown you guys, but I figured I'd show you guys it anyway because it's referred to as the best anime by a majority of anime fans, even if it's not their personal favorite. It's generally considered to be the GOAT. I think it relatively deserves that title. And even though it's not like one of my favorites, it is an anime I still really, really like. I really enjoy Fullmetal Alchemist. It's a great series. It's an anime that I don't think is like particularly memorable. Like I can't think of too much stuff off the top of my head that like super duper pops out, but it's just it's a very tightly written, well-knit story. The characters are likable, the action scenes are quite solid. I really love the world building. The world building's really cool. The fact that like the main area is like run by a military, and there are like other military areas, military countries, with like their all different cultures and whatnot. It's a really cool world. Oh yeah, right. The first opening has the titty grab. We gotta mention that.
It's not just the first one.
Oh yeah, there are multiple openings, right?
Yeah, and multiple openings. I can't remember because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
So I guess your homework, viewers, is to watch that show and count every single time there's a titty grab.
I think the best part about it, though, and this is something we've only done for Fullmetal Alchemist because it has such a large cast of characters, we gave them nicknames. So on this document titled...
you wrote them down.
Yes, so I wouldn't forget them.
Darn it.
So
I hoped you did. Mainly one.
Anyway, so we named Edward Elric Andrew because he's short.
There's no context. There's no video. As far as they know, I'm 7 feet tall.
You're not 7 feet tall. You're like 4'11". No, you're like 5'8", which compared to us is short. I guess average height too, but we make fun of it anyway because like. What the fuck else is there to make fun of you for? I don't remember who Bradley is, but we called him Space Hitler. He was
He had the mustache, right?
Yeah, he was the Sin of Wrath, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yadolf triplets. Complete Yadolf triplets.
Greed's name is Rock Hard.
Rock Hard Caillou. And Lena's Caillou because we named Gluttony your mom. We named Lust Tits. we named Pride the Gay. And then we named Envy Femboy because he wears a crop top, I think. Hohenheim Ho, cause ha funny name. Iron Giant Alfonso. I mean, that's like not a funny nickname, but it works. Pringles Man for Armstrong. I mean, they're like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then May we named Simp because she's really into Alphonse for some reason. The next one is.
You gotta do it in the voice.
Let me finish laughing first. Fuck.
You wrote this document.
Why did I write that?
You could have written anything there. You could have lied.
Oh my
You could
fucking
have
god.
lied, but it says for father it is daddy in gay
Daddy
accent.
in a gay accent. Yeah, I really liked Daddy. He was.
Sorry, get closer to the mic and say
Yeah,
it.
we couldn't.
Daddy. Beat the fucking hell in that. Then we named Sloth Reformed Discord Pod. Reformed Discord Pod goes fucking hard. Yeah, Yoki Waluigi, because I mean he just looks like Waluigi. Oh shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. We didn't really call the mom Auschwitz victim. What the fuck? That is fucking hilarious. Holy shit. Oh yeah, Barry, we named him Feminist Sans. Oh yeah, the burn victim guy. I'm surprised we didn't give a nickname to Roy Mustang. He's like probably the best character.
Mustang.
He's the fire guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess he was too good to make fun of.
Yeah, couldn't think of anything funny involving fire and arson.
Yeah, because there's no jokes involving flaming things down.
Yeah, no one would ever have any problems.
Yeah, I mean,
fire.
it's, you know, 'cause the thing is that it's too serious of a subject to make a joke of. Auschwitz is a lot funnier. Oh man, what an edgy fucking video.
Yeah.
This is our sense of humor. Chainsaw Man is next. Chainsaw Man was one that I figured I'd show you guys, because I don't really show you guys like the modern stuff that's really popular, but Chainsaw Man was one of those shows that I actually really enjoyed. I fucking love Chainsaw Man. It's a great show. Not only is the comedy fucking hilarious, but the more serious moments I think are really compelling as well. Chainsaw Man does so much to differentiate itself from other like battle shonen series due to the fact that like a majority of battle shonen protagonists, what makes them compelling is the fact that like they have this goal and this ambition. So it makes them very easy to look up to. Characters like Naruto, Goku, characters like that. Meanwhile, Denji, he's just horny because like he wasn't offered really anything in life, which means that Denji's main goal is basically just Maslow's hierarchy of needsing his way through life. And of course, his first goal starts with wanting to grab titties because anime go burr. And then once he does, he feels dissatisfied from it. I find that to be a really, not only is the moment fucking hilarious, because haha, funny titty grab, but I think it's also a really compelling moment for Denji's character arc, because it's when he realizes that he actually wants to have like actual romance in his life. Something that Makima teases him with, and yeah, Makima is a fucking, like, she's basically the antagonist, due to the ways that she like subtly manipulates Denji throughout the series, and ways that I'm really excited to see how they handle it in the upcoming movie that I'm just so happy, so excited for. Tatsuki Fujimoto is an absolute genius. He's one of the... He's very obviously a weird person, because Chainsaw Man is a weird series, but it's also a very compelling, very good series that not only has a fantastic sense of humor, but is also able to have that sense of humor while also tackling like subjects and issues of the generation that that I think are interesting too. How a lot of Gen Z is coming from starting adulthood in positions where things are like harder to get their foot off the door and whatnot. So it's because of that like those people are less ambitious and more so just wanting to survive. So a character like Denji is significantly more relatable to me than a character like, I don't know, Goku. I mean, he's also relatable because we're both horny. Just doing that before you guys make the fucking joke about it.
Yeah, you already beat me to the punch. I feel like I've been talking a lot, Josh, but you know, I liked this show because instead of making fun of me for being the main character, apparently being short, I got to make fun of Aiden and how he is horny and he got to be the main character.
Oh man.
Thankfully, haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
When
We gotta find a show where Josh is the main character.
yeah, we gotta find the one with the
What are you
school
gonna make?
shooter protagonist.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, because we're adults.
What are you gonna make fun of me for? Being tall?
No, I'm fucking jealous of you for being tall. How the fuck did you get tall?
Fucking midgets.
Yeah, because when we're like doing like chest and back out when we're working out, I fucking have to tell you to like put down one of the bars for me because I'm too fucking short to get it, and I'm 5'11" too. I'm not short.
Fucking grow more, idiot. What do you mean? Just get taller. I know it might cripple you, but there is limb lengthening surgery.
Oh yeah, right. I can do that. You know, I'm gonna make my legs like 20 feet larger because it'll look funny. Because the first time I watched Chainsaw Man, it was actually with my brother. Him and I were like, "Oh, imagine how funny the title changes when you change man into anything else. Chainsaw civilian, chainsaw person. It's just always significantly less intimidating."
Chainsaw hard.
I mean, that'd be more accurate to what Denji is, but...
But you gotta say it in a retarded accent. Chainsaw hard.
Oh my fucking god. Why do I laugh at this shit? Oh yeah, one of the questions I have in my notes, and it's probably the most important question in this video. Would you let Denji kick you in the balls?
No.
No. I'm not retarded.
Could we reverse it though?
I mean, why would you want to kick Denji in the balls, though? I mean, he's just a perfect, upstanding civilian.
Because I don't want to get kicked.
Oh, fair enough. Self-defense. Just be like that.
I wouldn't do it. Aiden, stop dreaming. I know you're gay and a masochist.
Yes, I am a gay masochist. I have been the entire time. The next show I have on the chopping block is Link Click, which no is not me trying to link click you into getting into my Patreon. Oh yeah, we're doing the plug time, baby. We're doing the fucking plug time, baby. We're doing the fucking plug time.
When no one's watching.
So we gotta.
Is this the thing where you have like a foot reveal? Or am I thinking of something else?
Shops. Oh fuck! I removed the feet pics. Yeah, I used to have a reward where for $5,000 you could see. Like,
Put it back.
Put it back.
I didn't actually give my feet pics though, so someone could easily sue me for
Put
false
it on the
advertising.
Make it
You
$1.
could get $5,000 if you did it.
No one's gonna pay for my fucking
If
feet
one of your
pics.
viewers is retarded enough, like you could do it.
What do you mean? All my viewers are the extremely intelligent individuals.
Intelligent for like a mouse or something.
We're not part of this community, Aiden. We don't need to be nice to them. We're never coming back.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, to be fair, this probably is the only collab we're doing together. The unless we do like another one in like 2 years, but I'm fucking.
Unless we're a part of your autism video, you can tell them how contagious it is.
I plan on interviewing my friends who are actually autistic for that video. So I have a fandom tier with all the basic rewards like the Patreon roll call, Discord server, early scripts, scrapped video ideas, you know, just the basic shit. And the confidant tier of like video shit gives you early videos, exclusive videos, unlisted videos. Then the God tier where for $10 a month you can get a top patron, which gives you like a different roll caller for the Discord and the Patreon roll call along with the Google Drive. So yeah, a lot of cool shit with the Patreon. Anyway, let's talk about fucking Link Click, baby.
No,
So-
let's go back to the Patreon. Let's derail this. Go hashtag feet pics in the comics. Let's bring those back.
Oh, fucking god.
Just in all caps, feet pics or you're gay.
So yeah, so Link Click was the next thing that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Link Click. And I figured it'd be an interesting anime to show you guys. Not only because like it's another time travel thing. I really like showing you guys time travel. It's one of my favorite genres. But it's also a Chinese series. It's the only Chinese show I've seen. But the show has a very similar appeal to like other anime. If I were to like give like a Cliff Notes plot synopsis, it would be like, what if Steins Gate and Violet Evergarden fucked and had a baby? That's what Link Click is.
Aiden, you're talking about a Chinese film. You need to do the accent.
No, I'm not doing that. If someone's gonna be called racist in the comment section, it'll be you, not me.
I don't care. I'm never coming back.
So Link Click is an interesting series though, because the first season is like a lot more episodic, focuses a lot more on like all the characters, like a new character, seeing their struggles and how tragic it is. The fact that Chen Jiashi, I think that's how you pronounce it in Chinese. My Chinese pronunciation is fucking dog shit.
I don't know. They all sound the same.
How he can't change anything, right? But he's in the bodies of these people who he's trying to help, and he can't really. And to a certain extent, there are some things that he can help with, but he can't influence enough to be able to save everyone in every situation because you can't change the past, which is a really compelling way to add drama. Like like that earthquake episode, that shit's probably that shit's fucking amazing. Really compelling episode that really hits you in the feels by the end. And there are other times too where they're able to get a happier ending than that, with being able to, like how they saved like this one boy from Mr. Beast's company. It's a very, very good show with a very simple formula that it commits to for its entire first season. Then the second season, though, a lot changes in the second season, and it's no longer really about them helping their clients with like their photo business. It's instead about like more of like a standard mystery series, and like it was built up to quite well in season 1, very subtly over time. But season 2 definitely is a bit of a pivot. I enjoy season 2. I don't think it's as good as season 1 though. And then there actually is like another season that just came out. It's like a season 2.5. It's only 6 episodes. I'll show it to you guys when season 3 drops, because I saw it and I thought it was a little disappointing because not much really happens. It's very much like it'll be worth it when season 3 comes out because it gives very important information for the eventual season 3. Because season 2 ended on a fucking crazy cliffhanger that sees one of its main characters doing something that you wouldn't have expected them to do. I won't spoil that though, because unlike Death Note, which everyone's seen, not everyone's seen Link Click, and if you haven't, then you should, because it's a great show.
I don't remember the ending. You should definitely explain it.
But it's one that I surprisingly don't have that much to talk about. It's just a good show.
I'm actually surprised looking back now how many time travel animes we have watched.
Yeah, I've shown you guys 3, and that's not even all. The last time travel show I would probably show you would be like ReZero, which I mentioned a lot. I don't know what I'm actually going to show you guys it though. But and then next up though is the one that we're for sure going to have the most to talk about. Konosuba is like, I fucking love Konosuba.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Konosuba before I showed it to you guys, but Konosuba is such a fun series to watch with friends that it went from a series that I really liked to genuinely one of my favorite anime of all time. We had so much fun watching it that I wouldn't be surprised if it's like both of your guys' favorites of the ones I've shown you.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top ones. I think my top 3 are probably not. I don't have a clear order. I have not great memory for things that I have watched over 2 years ago.
That's fair enough.
But probably my top 3 are Konosuba, Fullmetal, Alchemist, and probably Steins.
Yeah, that's fair enough, because Steins is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. And that's not that the other things are bad, it's just I have bad memory, and those just stick in my memory better.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, because Konosuba, at the core of it, is just a really, really funny comedy. It is fucking hilarious.
Another great show where you're the main character.
Arguably, that's not as good of a thing as it was with Denji. He's like, Denji, at least he's kind of like Denji's like a likable horny. Kazuma is just kind of like, he's a bit freaky. Kazuma's a fucking hilarious character, though. He's great. Because what Konosuba is supposed to be, I haven't shown you guys any other isekai, so the parody aspects of Konosuba weren't like nearly as strong. But it's a parody of the isekai genre. The isekai genre, you guys are probably aware of the genre.
We watched an isekai. I'm surprised it isn't on this list.
Oh,
we watched the Suicide Squad isekai.
We'll talk about that after Konosuba. We may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a majority of isekai stories, right? So the isekai genre favors like characters going into another world, and then they become like really overpowered, really broken. They get all the bitches. They have like a 17-woman harem. So like it's mostly like power fantasy shit, right? So Konosuba, and making fun of that, it starts out by showing Kazuma what that power fantasy could look like for him, and then dismantling that idea every single episode. Aqua, she's like the goddess, right? But she's also an asshole and a moron. Megumin, she seems like a strong mage, right? Can only know one spell, and it deactivates her after using it. And then Darkness seems like a noble knight, but she's a she's a horny masochist.
I'm sure you can relate.
Yeah, that's actually one thing that I found notable about Konosuba. When I first watched Konosuba, I never really thought about how horny it was. But
really?
Yeah, genuinely.
Oh yeah, right.
I
I
knew
remember
you were
when we were
retarded,
watching.
but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, I remember when you were watching it. We were like, "This is like the horniest show I have ever seen," and you're like, "Yeah, I forgot." And it's like, how? Did you watch a different show?
Horniness in anime is just kind of expected. If I'm not gonna lie, it kind of is. So I never thought about it with Konosuba because it's just a well-written show, and like all the sex jokes they make are hilarious too. So, fucking the steel joke is still one of the funniest things ever to me. Like that shit's a fucking classic.
Yeah, and gender equality line.
Oh, exactly. The fact that he uses that to justify fucking domestic violence.
I mean, it's not a joke, it's very true.
It's so funny. You see, I'm a true advocate of gender equality. It's why I hit women. The thing I find interesting too is that like the jokes I don't think should be as funny as they are, because the main characters they kind of only have like one joke, right? Like Aqua is a moronic dumbass. Fucking Megumin is a crazy Chunibyo. Fucking, and then Darkness is a degenerate. Like there's not like that much you can do with that, but they keep on doing new unique stuff with the jokes, and it just keeps on So like the jokes never get stale; they're always funny. Because it's a fantasy series too, it's not just a comedy. They also there is a plot that moves, and while it does move quite slowly because it is mainly a comedy, the plot does exist. One thing I find really compelling too is the fact that there is like genuinely pretty good character development in the show as well. Like the movie, I think, is the most prominent example of that.
Yeah.
Megumin is my personal favorite character outside of Kazuma. Her character arc in that movie is fucking like genuinely amazing. I really enjoy how she like actually starts to grow out of her selfishness a bit to be more considerate of what Kazuma would want from her. And yet Kazuma is just like, well, I've grown to enjoy the person who you are. I think it's weirdly beautiful in its own ways. It's good shit. And then season 3 delves into Darkness a bit more, which I thought was really fun. Because I think Darkness is probably my favorite non-Kazuma or Megumin character. Because I would say straight up, Darkness is probably the funniest character in the show. I remember how uncomfortable you guys were every single time you saw titties. In the notes I said it was because you're gay.
Stop projecting.
Yeah, I feel like when we were watching season 1, we were just like, oh wow, this is really horny. And then by season 3 came out, we were just like, yeah, this is normal.
Just normal by season 3.
Yeah.
I think season 3 is my favorite joke of the series. Kazuma's trying to get the princess to call him Oni-chan the entire time, or Big Brother in the dub, which I'm showing you guys the dub for all of these.
Oh yeah, that was weird, that he was like, that whole body swap thing.
Yeah, it was very weird, but it's also hilarious. Like, and then my favorite moment though is like she actually does call him Oni-chan, and then he goes, yeah! His hands in the fucking air. It was fucking comedy gold. It was so fucking funny. That might be one of my favorite jokes in all of anime. No, it's not on the notes, but Andrew and I. We did watch Suicide Squad Isekai, because I like anime, he likes superheroes. I was like, oh yeah, I think we're gonna enjoy this. Like, it's gotta be a good watch, right? Because they had other things really that were going for it as well, like the animation studio, Wit Studio. They're a very accomplished studio. They've done stuff like Spy Family, Osama Ranking, Attack on Titan. Like, Suicide Squad Isekai was written by the same person who wrote ReZero, and I fucking love ReZero.
So since you probably can't use any of that audio from talking about the Suicide Squad Isekai, what was it about again?
I don't fucking remember.
I don't know either.
You should have a version
The
of this
Jizzler
where-
showed up or something.
Shit.
I don't know. I don't want to watch Isekais in a long time.
Because I've rambled about Suicide Squad Isekai a lot because I don't like it. It's the most disappointing anime I've seen of 2024, like by far.
Oh yeah, it made Amanda Waller look like a joke.
Oh yeah, because the ED, like the song's good, but the shoutouts to Mori Calliope, she was the first VTuber to be in an anime song, so that's
I'm sorry
fucking
for
dope.
her loss.
To be fair, it's not a good anime to be attached to, but the Amanda Waller dance though is hilarious. It removes any seriousness I could have had over her character. Probably not the best thing when she's supposed to be intimidating, but
Yeah.
And then like the show itself was just fine. The characters had no real development. It's kind of they had their trait.
My favorite episode was when I thought they all died.
Exactly. The fact that this is a Suicide Squad show where no one fucking dies either, that's the worst part. Like,
They do a fake out twice.
they should have just fucking committed. They really should have just committed. Like the
We've already done that, we can do spoilers, but in one of the episodes, can't be bothered to remember because it's the Suicide Squad anime. But all of them except Harley Quinn, because it's Harley Quinn.
I mean, she always has
pretend
plot
that
armor.
they were about to die or something. I don't know. They do a fake out that they all died. Then they do a fake out again that Clayface got his head blown off by a bomb. But it's Clayface, and if you know anything about him, he's made of clay. So obviously a bomb going off would do nothing, so he would just reform.
And that makes you wonder, like, is Amanda Waller fucking retarded? How?
Yes.
Like, how? It's fucking Clayface. You should have done something more for the series. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, and obviously at the final part of the last episode or something, he comes back and it's like, yeah, obviously I'm still alive. Even though I've been in human form this entire show for no reason, basically.
Yeah, because, like, isn't Clayface supposed to, like, actually be made of clay 24/7?
Except for in his original appearance, he's just like an ugly-looking guy. They didn't adapt that. They did, like, when he's actually the character that people famously know him as, he's like an ugly CGI clay monster man. Mm-hmm. Which is technically accurate. Would have been nice if he wasn't ugly.
Yeah.
CGI, but, you know, I guess they technically did make him an ugly monster. Mm-hmm. But it'd be nice to, you know, have something good to look at.
It's annoying too, because like other characters too. Like I was really hyped for Peacemaker because I love the Peacemaker show by James Gunn.
That's the only good Peacemaker thing there is, really. There is one other good thing. It's called Peacemaker Tries Hard. It's basically just Peacemaker, but in a comic book.
Just like every aspect of the anime was so disappointing. I really wanted to like it too because I really liked James Gunn's take on Suicide Squad. The 2016 movie is even worse than the anime, by the way. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I guess the anime did technically treat Killer Croc better than the movie.
Oh, that's true, because Killer Croc, like, is actually a croc.
And he actually does stuff.
Mm-hmm. So the final show we had to talk about is Steins Gate, and Steins Gate is generally considered to be one of the best anime of all time, like number 2 or 3 by most anime fans, like right up there with Fullmetal Alchemist, right? It is one of the most beloved anime out there. I think it works really well because the first half is really solid as like a comedy, very likable characters, very fun characters. And then the second half just fucking traumatizes this main character like absolute hell, and it's the most compelling shit ever. It's a really interesting look into like the consequences of time travel, what it can do to someone, how time travel is an inherently dangerous thing for the human race to have. The emotional beats, they hit those all really well. The comedic beats, they hit those all really well. It's a very, very good series. One that I continue to enjoy even more the more and more I see it. It's so good.
I think before we give our opinions, Aiden, on the show, I'm good with words, but I feel like somewhere in there it says how like Daru.
Oh yeah, our theories for how Daru fucks. Let's talk about that before our actual thoughts on the show.
2 words. Bill Cosby.
Like, genuinely, they're like, Daru, of all characters, the fucking Discord moderator. He's the only one who canonically fucks in Steins Gate. How? I'm still showing them Steins Gate 0, by the way, so they don't know like everything about that. So we're still in theory crafting territory. Don't spoil Daru's sex life in the comments, guys.
Yeah.
Or do. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, and I'm not very good at reading, so even if they spoil it, it won't matter.
I'll let you guys have your theories. I think it's this is the reason why I had you guys record this before we finished Steins Gate 0, by the way, because I thought this discussion would be fucking hilarious.
Or maybe it's like a Mr. Beast situation where he just like kidnapped a kid or something. I don't know.
Oh man. I think a lot of what makes Steins Gate as special as it is how good the protagonist is. I think that Okabe is a fantastic protagonist. I love the way that he acts as like the funny mad scientist guy in the first half, and then when shit gets real, he drops it to act more like how he usually acts. Like the mad scientist act was mostly a thing he did to help him keep Mayuri safe. So when Mayuri ends up becoming the victim of the raids from CERN, that makes for some really, really emotional moments. What are you guys' thoughts on Steins Gate? I know you guys made a lot of jokes about how I relate to Okabe and Daru, how I'm like some freakish combination of the two.
Oh yes.
You are the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, I feel like we actually have the list of all of them. How many of the shows are you jokingly the main character?
Steins Gate, Konosuba, Chainsaw Man, and I think that's it.
Okay, so only 3. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but they're all like the really horny characters. Okabe isn't horny. He's just autistic.
Man, you get to be Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Exactly. I remember I went to in my senior year of high school. My Halloween costume was Hoing Kyoma because I really like Steins Gate.
Everybody called you Dr.
Love what I'm
Doofenshmirtz.
doing right now.
That was a fun day.
Yeah, everyone called me Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and I'm like, no, I'm fucking Hoing Kyoma. Have none of you seen Steins Gate? Fucking
They're
all these
not all
normie fucks in my high school haven't seen Peak. Haven't seen actual fucking Peak.
They're not all retarded like you.
They should be. Retardation is a good thing, Josh.
Spread it like a disease.
Exactly. I will spray my retardation the same way I spray my cum all over my pillow.
Say that again. You're gonna go to schools and do what?
The Mr. Beast Company. We do not.
It's good. It's a fun show. Like that the first half's kind of lower and more funny, and then it gets real.
Like the contrast there is it's so good.
Good peak show. And speaking of peak, I'm thinking about that potato chip scene, and I'm gonna go eat a potato chip.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. So I'll
Fat bat.
So the last thing that I'll do then, while Andrew's grabbing a potato chip and eating it, I'm gonna do the Patreon roll call. I've already plugged the Patreon, but I may as well thank my Phantom tier patrons Squizzy and my Confidant tier patrons Regimania and Eternum. I thank you all very much for the constant support with my videos. It means a lot. I am trying to speak over a potato chip opening.
You opened the bottom, you fucking retard.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't open the
like the
bottom.
bottom.
You're fucking retarded, Josh.
Fuck you.
No! I wanna fuck you.
No.
But anyways,
Not a
let's
fag
just
like
eat
you.
our potato chip.
Oh, please be a fag. Oh, wait, I'm not allowed to say that on the internet. Don't worry, guys. It's okay to be gay, despite all the gay jokes I've made.
No, it's not. You should kill yourself.
God. I'm trying to save myself from the comment section, John.
That's getting cut.
Okay, they'll go after me. It doesn't matter.
I will never be able to. I'll never be able to live this down.
But yeah, I think if we're gonna go out on any note, I'm gonna eat this potato chip and eat it.
No, give me a chip. I'm gonna lean right into the mic.
Fine.
Oh, potato chip eating ASMR?
Yeah. This video's unwatchable now.
Wait, no, give me like 3.
I didn't hit it hard enough.
No, stop. Give me like 3.
I wanna hit it.
You're talking about Aiden's girlfriend? No, give me like 3 so I can do them all at once. Just... Damn, it wasn't that loud.
Well, I guess we'll be ending the video here.